get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check smash, check smash.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. Watch the boot. Rush in, Ryan. Rush in.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Panthers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Riggs.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from Auburn. It gets his guys a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Some strong running at the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now they'll shift things around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson, touchdown, Falcons. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 9 now. That's out wide here for Robinson. Down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Robbie Chosen, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Mustang 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Trap 60, trap 60.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Read. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. Hurt. Right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
19 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. A Missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
York able to send this one through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll look to throw. Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
In motion goes the tight end. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 1918.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the rookie. It's Jatavian Sanders. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check 4, check 4. Watch twist, watch twist.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
47's the mark. 47's the mark. Go, go, go.
19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That second down play nets a -4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Read the rules. No fourth down rule past the 50-yard line.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Robbie Chosen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 71 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so. Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Robbie Chosen
from 10 yards out.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Hey, check that. Street. Dragon 60.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
They'll look to throw here.
That Dion, nigga! That Dion, nigga! That Dion!
Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
straight ahead. It's Robinson.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Third and 12. Robinson up the middle.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big gain there on 3rd and long. 46 yards on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Good job, Trojan. Good job, buddy. I could have went for 2, and I just wanted you to feel good, because I know you're going to try to block every kick.
Veteran kicker out there.
He get 2 points, y'all. 2 points. What a dork. A fucking dude.
Down in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
And we will not have a run back here.
Maybe I can get me another pick. He better run the ball.
To the 20-yard line.
There you go. That's how you run the ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly.
Shit, you better overthrow it. That Dion. That nigga ain't going to outrun Dion.
There on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep
Yeah, you better damn overthrow that shit.
zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Nigga, wrong with you?
Will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go into each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington.
Good balanced offense. Good balanced offense.
So that'll do it.
He tried to blitz. He tried to do the little blitz up the middle where he control the man and come straight through. He tried it all, y'all. He tried it all. He got a couple of sacks because he caught me off guard. You see, now I know to start miking his player that he using. I know he like to use Caleb Farley to blitz. So he damn so sorry his fucking coverage. 40-18? Nah, I don't think that's a fluke.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic.
Look at that. Look at that. 40-18. Yee! I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Blow out the Panthers. Nothing new. Nothing new.